Okay, welcome to team meeting, everybody. Super excited to have you join us. All right, so today is a little bit different because Stephanie is in Texas. She is still going to be joining us today. She is going to do the sales flyer stuff, and hopefully we'll jump in for some other training as well. But for now, you get me. All right, so we just wrapped up the October sales month, and that was an amazing month. Great job, everybody. It was exciting to see those numbers come in. I know a lot of you were just far surpassing your previous records and goals, and that's just really exciting. If you didn't have such a rocking month, it's okay. We have a brand new month. I love new months because it's a brand new slate, and you can write whatever you want on that month. So you just have to plan, start early, strategize, and make it happen. So let's get started with team meeting and see what's going on this month. So we have, first Stephanie is going to show us the sales flyer, and then I'm going to go over some, Kirsten posted a ton of things that we can earn, both from Tupperware and from her this month. I'm super excited, and I want to make sure you guys see that, so we're going to chat a little bit about that too, but let's start with the sales so we can see what we're working with and what we're going to be selling with this month. All right, Stephanie, I'm going to, I think the best is to spotlight it to you, so there you are. Oh, I should unmute you too, huh? It's gonna be a fun game.
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh, I can't, we're not hearing you. I unmuted you though.
I show that I'm unmuted. Oh, someone can hear me. Yep, they can hear me.
They can hear you online. I just can't hear you here. All right. We're good.
Are you sure? Because it's echoing. Are we okay? Like,
yeah,
I hear.
You're good. Go.
All right. Okay, so the sales flyers, we were not able to order them on time. This was not my fault or FedEx's fault. Usually, you know, the samples show up the Saturday that meeting is. This was not neither of our faults this time. What happened was Tupperware had ordered their flyers, and when they came back, some of the colors were not true. So rather than releasing the flyers to everyone and having a million questions about colors, they sent it back and said, no, this isn't right, and they had to have them reprinted. They are on order, so you should be able to order them as well. And then, you know, they should still be here in time for your party. So in the meantime, I just printed one out. You can go to your back office and print one out as well. If you're waiting for mine in my bin, they should be here this coming week. Okay. All right. So the purposeful giving, get it out get it out online if you haven't already. I am so excited about some of the things in here. It's so pretty. All right. So first, we are going with the mid-November. So I want to make sure that you know that November 9th is when all of this starts. So don't release this early. Don't get it out early. You're not allowed to share this with customers early. Nothing like that. Save it until November 9th. Don't even release it November 8th. November 9th is when you can release these, okay? This is huge. Buy one set, get one set free. Huge. They usually do this in the spring when gardens start to get, you know, going, but they're doing it in, you know, November now, which I think is phenomenal. They should be buy one, get one set free all the time, in my opinion, but they didn't ask me. So there's that. So the Fridge Smart, I'm not going to do a complete demo on the Fridge Smart, but if you have not used the Fridge Smart, use them. They are phenomenal. They are literally gold in your fridge. They will double to quadruple the life in your produce, which just saves you money left and right. If you have not used one yourself, go get a carton of strawberries. Put half of them from the same carton in a Fridge Smart, half of them, leave them in the carton and put them on the top shelf and just watch them rot. You will be amazed. I've gotten 3 weeks out of strawberries, and that's not that uncommon. 2 weeks is pretty common, but 3 weeks, every once in a while, I do get 3 weeks out of strawberries, and if you have strawberries in your house, you know that's ridiculous, okay? So gold, we should be demoing these at every single party because they're gold, okay? All right, down here we have the Pretty and Plaid 3-piece snack set. These are adorable. They are plaid. They kind of look striped here, but they are plaid. And they are a snack cup and 2 big wonders. So the snack cup is a half a cup, and the big wonders are 3 cups each, okay? We have the on-the-go cutlery. This picture, again, doesn't do it justice. You're going to have to hang out with me today. The cutlery snaps apart. So this is a cover. It opens up, and then the cutlery snaps apart. So you do have all 3 pieces, but it does have the cover. These are perfect for camping. They're perfect for the glove box. They're perfect for your lunch pail. I mean, just everything. My son loves these. He would rather take these than, you know, I bought some cheap silverware at IKEA, just, you know, put in his lunchbox if he needs a fork or something. But he loves these. He will pick these if they're in here, and he's going to love them in these colors because this is one of his favorite colors right now. So I know I'm going to end up getting a few of these. But people really do love these because they're covered, kind of like the flat outs. You can put them underneath your car seat because the inside stays clean, but they're flat. Same thing. You can throw these anywhere and it stays clean because there's a cover on the part that you eat on. So genius, love it. The insulated tumbler. The insulated tumbler is insulated. I know that's surprising to you. It has the wrong colored lid, but here's the insulated tumbler that we're using today. Okay. It fits good in your hand. It's not too ginormous. Little hands, you would need 2 hands, you know, for Molly hands, things like that. But it is 24 ounces. 24 ounces is a good size. So not good, you know, big gulp size or anything like that, but it is a good size. And they are insulated, meaning it will keep things cold or hot. Now, if it's hot, be careful because that straw, it suctions to it and it will spit hot stuff at you. So be careful of that. But it will keep it hot or cold for hours. So when you put the lid on this, make sure you put the lid on and then add the straw. So if you're refilling it, I take my straw out, or at least put the straw in my mouth, because when you push that lid down, then it will shoot things out the straw because it's a dripless straw seal. Okay. So as long as you know that, no big deal. If you don't know this, you're going to end up with, you know, soda on your ceiling or something, which is super fun. Good reason to clean your ceiling, things like that, you know. Okay. So on sale for $14. That's a really good deal for an insulated tumbler. Next, we have the cutest little plaid lunch bag. This is adorable. I cannot wait to get mine in person. So it is, I love that they itemized everything out here. So take it all together in a durable, reusable bag, great for keeping meals insulated. It makes a great makeup, travel, or handbag too. I'm totally going to put it in my travel stuff because I don't need a lunch bag. But it comes with the 2 pieces of Crystal Wave and the matching cutlery. So everything is coordinating. I love this, but it is cute enough. You can use it as, you know, other things rather than just a lunch bag. So I can't wait to get this one. I want to see if it's huge, ginormous, if it's medium, if it's small, if it's a great makeup, travel, or handbag. I'm guessing it's a smaller size, especially since the Crystal Wave are 2.5 cups, not, you know, the big, huge ones. They're little ones. So I'm hoping so. It's been a while since we've had a more petite one. I could see Molly going crazy over this one. So can't wait till that one comes in person. Love this. Emily, the samples are available right now, but I don't remember if that is available on samples. So your samples, you can order these as samples right now. Okay. All right, keep going. We have the cold brew. This is featured. I seriously hope that they feature this through the end of the year because I know I'm selling a lot of these. I hope you are too. I love all of the different drinks you can make with them, all of the different things you can do with it. It's just really versatile, and I can use good coffee or I don't have to use great coffee and it still tastes better because it's cold brew. So we went over that in the past, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time there. Now this page I was insanely excited about, okay? Almost as excited about the plaid. So the thermotop pitcher, this is like a big pitcher, okay? It's like a full-size pitcher, a carafe, okay? And it literally keeps things hot forever. Not joking, forever, okay? So it's a whole quart, normally $79 when it's available, not normally available at all. It's on sale for $69. Remember, as a consultant, you can get it for 25% off, or as a sample, you can get it for 35% off. I'm not positive that this one is on the sample list. Like I said, I don't remember what is or is not, but yes, the marketing department. If you work for a coffee company, then you know the difference between cold brew and not cold brew. So I have to tell a story. You know, I always have to tell stories, right? So I've been in Texas for a while. This isn't a vacation. I'm here for, you know, other reasons, but I need to be here. And we've got Starbucks. So, you know, I live north of Seattle where Starbucks is huge, like it's king, but there's a lot of other competition because there's like a coffee shop on every other corner, sometimes every corner. So we're all coffee snobs, right? If we drink coffee, we're coffee snobs. So I was down here in Houston and I went to Starbucks because that's the only choice here. And there's only like one every 3 miles. What's up with that? I don't understand what their problem is. So I went to Starbucks and I said, can I get a steamed cold brew? And she's like, you want what? Well, I would like steamed cold brew. You want me to steam your cold brew? Yes, please. She turns to her coworker. She wants me to steam her cold brew. And he's like, ew. And I wanted to say, honey, I'm from Seattle. Would you like me to educate you, Miss Starbucks? I was so mad. I like to just stupid. They're just stupid because you're by me. Courtney, come see me then. Send me a message if you're in Houston. I'm happy to meet up with you. We'll just have lunch all week. I'll have lunch. Okay, so with the cold brew, it really tastes different. Like I got an Americano yesterday because then I don't get dirty looks in Houston at Starbucks. And I'm like, well, it was okay, but I only drank half of it because I want steamed cold brew because it's smoother and it tastes better. Like I can taste the difference. It really is a difference. So the thermal picture and so, oh, good. Lisa says the thermal pictures and the samples. So if you don't know the nuances, if you're not a coffee snob, do a little research, figure it out. Ask people who are coffee snobs. Now, if they just go to Safeway or the Fred Meyer, whatever grocery store and just buy coffee, they're not coffee snobs, okay? Find a coffee snob in your life or ask somebody or just do a little research because it really is a difference. People who are serious about their coffee, there's a huge difference. So with this, okay, back to this, I will make my cold brew, or even if I'm just doing a pot or if I'm making lattes and mass or whatever, I will put it in here. I can literally keep it hot for like 2 days. It's crazy. Daniel did, this was years ago when this first came out, years and years ago. He did this and he wanted to see how long it would last. The third day it was still hot. I don't remember what the climate was. I don't remember if he heated up ahead of time. Like, I don't remember all of the details. I just remember that on the third day, it was still hot enough to drink. It was crazy. Why, thank you, Tiffany. It's not always on purpose. Okay, so keeping it hot for hours. I also love this because if I'm making coffee, I can make 2 pots, and one pot will stay in the coffee pot and the other pot will go in here, because then I can have one on the table and I can have one there. Now, I don't do a lot of big entertaining a lot, but when I do, I love that I can do this because we're coffee snobs. We drink a lot of coffee. So there we go. Okay. All right. Over here, the milk foamer. So this is a microwavable, reheatable container. So I haven't played with this one yet because I have an electric foamer, but I have to tell you, I'm going to get out. Oh yeah, heating the cold brew. Oh, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Way better than a hot brew coffee. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so the milk foamer, I can't wait to play with it because when I was playing with my cold brew, I used my steamer. I put it in my electric steamer that I just told you I have, and I added cream to it, so it was all steaming it together, and it was frothy. It was almost like a latte, but not as heavy, because a latte has a lot of milk, so it can be heavy. I don't want to drink 16 lattes throughout the day, but I'll happily drink coffee all day. So with this, I can take it out of the microwave and then I can still put it in the milk foamer. So if I'm traveling, I can still play with it and I can still have foamed cold brew. So I'm excited about that, especially since it's microwavable. I don't even need my electric steamer. Pour it in there, put it in the microwave, and then I can foam it myself, and it will be perfect. So I can't wait to play with that one. Then we have the counterscaping dry containers. We've talked about these recently, but the biggest thing is they are acrylic, not glass. So if you drop them, they're going to bounce, not break. And then the handle part of the scoop, it snaps into the lid. So on the underside, you can't really see it on this picture. I don't know if it'll be better on the real flyer. But the underside, it has a little clip. So the spoon snaps into it. So if you do drop it, the spoon is not going to sink to the bottom of all of your spice or your hot cocoa or your chili mix or whatever you put in there. I know a lot of different people put a lot of different things in there. Excuse me. So you get a set of 2 for that $29. Okay. Teach me about coffee. Maybe I'll find something I like. Sarah, game on. That's all I have to say about that. Yes, Jerry, yes, with the cold brew, if you haven't demoed the cold brew, if you haven't tried it, do. It takes 8 to 12 hours, so you have to put it in the night before. But then people will taste it. Like, I made a video in my VIP group about the cold brew, and I let my kids taste it. Now, my kids, they kind of like coffee anyway, so don't judge me because, they're my kids. They were doomed. But they were so excited because normally they want to add all the chocolate and they want to add the sugar and they want to make it taste like some frilly fancy drink. But they drank the cold brew black. They actually both liked it. And I was waiting. This was hilarious. I was waiting after we did this for them to say, Mom, that really wasn't that good, but I didn't want to disappoint you. Like, I was waiting for that comment because, they like to make videos and they want to make sure that they're happy and that they get that you want to look good in a video, not, ew, this is nasty. Even young, they get that. But on the other, they didn't say that. They were like, Mom, can I have more? I was like, are you serious? There's no sugar in this. It's black coffee. So yes, I will teach you all about coffee. we have the sugar and creamer set. So there are a couple of different sugar and creamer sets that are vintage. They're old. This is one of them. So if somebody says, that's not the one my grandma had, it very well might not be. There might be a different one that they had. There were 2 or 3 different versions that, but this is the one that is out right now. It is one of the vintage sugar and creamers. Okay. The spoon is the hang-on spoon. So this is like one of the little kid spoons that has a little crink in the handle. So it will sit up on it. It won't fall into it. And then the creamer has a hinge lid, so you can pinch it. You can kind of see it there. You can pinch it right there and it will lift up like that. Okay. All right, the Easy Open Thermal Flask. I've had one of these for a while now and I love them because they lock closed. So you kind of can see it. So the lid flips open, but then on the back side, you can see it's dark right there. That's actually a button that slides back and forth. And the first time I used mine, I almost broke it because I was trying to force it open without actually unlocking it because I was playing with it. I didn't read the directions. Like, who reads directions? Not me. So we have I love this because you can lock it. So I will take things if I'm, going on a road trip or going down to a meeting or, something like that. I will take it and I will put it in my bag or whatever. So then halfway through meeting, I can pull out my hot coffee and my hot cold brew or whatever I want. I do prefer hot coffee to cold coffee, but I still prefer cold brew to hot brew. So there you go. And then we have, it keeps it up hot or cold for up to 6 hours. So look for that locking feature. It locks sideways, locks that, the other sideways, one way or the other way, and then you push it and it flips open, snap it closed, and then slide it over to lock again. It's genius. I love this thing. I absolutely love it. And it's in a way better color because mine is black, which black is classy. Danielle loves black. I like sparkles. So there you go. Going on. We have, everybody hopefully is familiar with this. My hosts are going crazy for them. I hope yours are too. This, I have to tell you, I was super bummed when they didn't have one of these this summer. This is the big, huge, you can fit 3 gallons of milk, huge bags. It's woven plastic. It's not cloth. And the reason I love these is because, first of all, it's big enough to take to Costco, because you can take all of your meats, you can pile all of your meats, because you need to separate your meats from your veggies and things like that. If you've ever worked in a restaurant or taken a food handlers, anything like that, you know that you're supposed to separate things out, and things go on top of the fridge, things go on bottom of the fridge, all of that. So this is perfect for that because you can put all of your meats together and then take it to your bathtub, squirt some Dawn in it and swish it around and then flip it over and let it dry. And since it's woven plastic, not cloth, it completely sanitizes. I love these. I love them. Every time they come available, I buy like a stack of 50 of them because I need them all. I need all of them. And these ones are way cuter than some of the ones they had in the past. They're adorable. I love these ones. Okay. Thank you, gift. Hopefully you all know what that is by now. Yes. After I take the meat out, I wash it. I do put the meat away. For those bags, yes, I was able to order them for a little bit and then I was not able to. My guess is they realized that they released them too early and they weren't supposed to release them yet. So they took them back out. So I'm sure they will be available, but they're just not supposed to be available yet because this flyer doesn't start until November 9th. Okay. Pretty. Yes, it works for tea. Let's see. Yeah, there are videos on it working for tea, the cold brew working for tea, everything. I think I'm caught up on comments. I don't see anything else that I've missed. If there's something that I missed, message again. I'm trying to watch and talk at the same time. All right, we have the premium prep set. So I love this set. I absolutely love this set. They do a version of something like this every Christmas. Usually, I won't say every Christmas, usually. And I love this host set because the hosts also go crazy for this. So the way that they're going crazy for these, they go crazy for this too. Now, something to remember is if you don't tell them about it, if you don't market yourself well, if you don't say why they would want it, then they won't want it. So people aren't just going to go to your website and then just say, oh yeah, well, I want everything. You have to demo it. You have to tell them about it. So if you go live in your parties or if you're doing a home party, demo these things and then say that, all of this, you would normally have to pay $225 and you couldn't even get it in blue and you couldn't get the mixing bowl set. However, 90 host dollars. Are you kidding me? It's a $225 value for 90 host dollars, meaning it's free. It just uses your host dollars. Be very careful when you're doing these. Don't just say it's free when you host a party, because that will get you in trouble. You need to say it only uses 90 host dollars. So it's free to you. It only uses 90 host dollars. So you more than double your money. It's almost 2.5 times your money. So anyway, Sarah, you need more coffee. You will have to order these flyers if it's in your kit comes with one set of flyers, and you can either print them off like I just printed this off, or you can order them, or you can get them from your director or from Kirsten or I and just pay for the shipping. Okay. All right. So over here we have the mixing bowl set. This is the 3-piece mixing bowl set. Say the 4-cup, 8-cup, and 12-cup. So these are the ones your grandma had. Okay, since they have the word mix in them, that means that you can use your hand mixer in them. So they have the straight sides and just a very little curve at the bottom. So you can use your hand mixer and get a good mix with all of that. They do have the seal with better tabs than the ones that your grandma had. And then we have the Power Chef system, which hopefully you all know and love that. I use mine all the time. We have the whipper system. So if you, or the whipper top, I should say, you can use this. Oh, the ice maker. Like there's a crash. What is it? It's just the ice maker. We have, you can use this to make meringues or for egg whites or things like that. And we have the measuring cups and spoons. Again, I've done a full demo on those recently. And the scoopy spatula, super spatula. I like to call it the scoopy spatula because it scoops. This one is also not available anymore. It was in the summer catalog. It's not in the catalog anymore. So all of this, like, phenomenal deal. So in my parties, I will demo at least part of these, if not all of them. And then I will put this out. Again, don't do it until November 9th. Okay. And then I will put this out as a set. So you could get all of this for free when you host a party of however much, $600 with 2 datings. And then hopefully the host will pipe in and say, yeah, so-and-so, will you have a party? So-and-so, like, she'll help you find parties because she wants this. Everybody should want this. I love this. Okay, keep on going. We have the Ultra Pro cornets, okay? This is brand new. If you were at the gallery, you might have seen these, but you can cut circles and ribbons, and then you can wrap them around, or you can put them inside. Either way, so you can make the crispy ones. Look online for a video. There's a good video. I was talking about his mom. Where's Molly? Molly went to breakfast with Daddy. I'm so sorry. Maybe they can video chat later. So it includes 8 cornets and 2 multi-purpose cutters. So the cutters, they're like this. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it has ridges, so you can roll it and it will cut several things at the same time, and then wrap it around. So on sale for $59, it would normally be $69, but again, it's not normally available at all. So yeah, all of these for $59, but do find the video on Janelle, I don't know if you're listening, but yeah, find the video on YouTube. I think we should show that because it's a phenomenal video on how to use these and what to do with them. When I first got them, I was like, because I've had mine for a while now because I got them previously, but I was like, I don't really know what to do these. You can use puff pastry. You can, I mean, there's different things that you can do. I love the video. Was a sample in? No, not. They might have run out of samples. They allot a certain amount for samples. Excuse me, they allow, oh, it says November 9th. They open for sample on November 9th. So I know some with samples, sometimes they run out, they have a certain allotment, but then they want to preserve the inventory because, I mean, we all know we've been dealing with running out of inventory, things like that. So sometimes they preserve the inventory. No. And the directors, if you're a director, you should be able to sample it now, but it will open for everybody on November 9th. Did I do that right? Okay. All right. So, and then I also love that they've started putting recipes in the flyers. That's a good deal. Okay. All right, over here. Next, another thing that I love. I will sell these left and right. Like, seriously, left and right. They have the 2-quart mix and store pitcher. They have the all-in-one shaker. They have the all-in-one mate. I always call it the juicer because that's the function I use the most. They have the regular spatula. And then this, okay? So it has a QR code. So you could scan that with your phone or iPad, whatever, and then see how this all works together. I love that they're incorporating technology The technology is phenomenal because, oh, thank you, Candy. Okay, as soon as I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and link to it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you message that to me too, please, Candy? So I don't have to go find it later after all the comments are there. Okay, so all of these I use a ton at my parties. This, I show the dripless pour spout. See how it's a little wider up here? Okay, that's because the pour spout, as it drips, it's going right back into the top, okay? This, if you lift up the white piece, all of these will go there. If you take the lid off of this, all of these will go there. They all store inside each other as well. And then of course a spatula, we all need more spatulas in our lives. I know, I'm so needy, pie and ice cream, all the pie and all the ice cream. That is what we need. Backed by popular demand. It really is backed by popular demand. The rolling pin, you can unscrew one of the sides. I don't know in the picture which side it is. Unscrew one of the sides and fill it with either ice water or hot water, depending on if you're making a sweet or savory dough. I don't make dough, so I don't remember which is which. Don't see the host footage. Carol, just keep flipping. It's in there. I literally just printed off the flyer, so it's there somewhere. Thank you, Candy. I just got it. So if you're a baker, if you do a lot of rolling, I've heard that this is phenomenal based on what kind of dough you're making. If you want hot, if you want cold, it avoids the use of unnecessary flour, making it, because I know that once a year that I do make apple pie for Thanksgiving, if you use too much flour, then the dough doesn't turn out right. It's not as tasty. It's not as moist. It's, there's all of these things. So I do value what this does, but mostly I just want to eat the dough. I don't want to make it. So there's that. We have the silicone baking sheet with rim. This is the same one that has been featured lately. Again, I love that they're bringing a few things back every flyer because it's familiar, it's home. And it, I know for me, if I'm doing, say I do 3 home parties with the same group and they're spaced out every 3 weeks, that way they each have new specials. But by the 3rd week, they're probably looking for what they're going to purchase this time because they've already been to 2 previous parties, right? Well, now this might not have caught their eye the first time or the second time, but now they're, how you open a catalog, not just Tupperware, but you open a catalog and you tab down the pages or you get out your pen and you circle things like that. And then, it's late one night and, oh yeah, I guess I kind of want to look at that catalog on. So you look and oh, well, I didn't see this before, and you circle that. And oh, well, I didn't see it. And you add a few things here and there. And then you look through it a 3rd time and like, oh, well, I didn't know I needed this. And by the 3rd time you look, you need everything, right? You just have everything all circled because you've gone through it 3 times. Now, if you would have stopped after the 1st time, you wouldn't have purchased as much. Okay, or wanted as much, whether you purchase it or not. Okay, so I love this because it's the 3rd time they've seen it. They might consider it, whereas they might not have before because they either didn't notice it or they didn't have a use for it then, but they've heard me talk about it 3 times now. So maybe they did now and they did. It's things like that. I love the marketing. The marketing is getting smarter in my opinion. So I love that. Okay. The Deco pen. I brought my Deco pen to Houston with me, so I'm going to play with it while I'm here. Okay. Silicone baking sheet. I can't wait to say yes. I love my silicone baking sheet. I brought the silicone baking sheet and the Deco pen with me because I want to play with it. I want to draw fun, fancy things, and I want to be able to just peel it right off of my silicone. Like, it's phenomenal. Can't wait. Love it. All right, we're going to keep on moving. Here we have the Celebrate Together. So those of you that know me personally, I'm not Martha Stewart or Rachel Ray or any of those other people that have their decorating all put together. My decorating style can be characterized as eclectic. That's what we'll call it, is eclectic. So I love when there is a whole set because then I don't have to think about it. Okay. Oh, Barbara, yeah, use it in the oven. I use mine in the oven all the time. You're good. Okay. So with the sets, any set, now the gold, it is very pretty. It is very, very pretty. So if you like gold, this looks gorgeous on a table, okay? If you have everything that goes together, then if you're using from that something from that collection, then your table looks put together. Because I am not about ambiance. I'm not about how does it, the look of things. And now Daniel, on the other hand, will go out to eat and he has to scope out every table because it has to meet certain requirements if it's going to be a cozy dinner. He wants to make sure that He gets to look out, so his back is against a wall. He needs to look at where the lighting is to make sure the lighting on the table is not too much, you know, things like that. He will get up and move tables if he's not happy once he sits down. He's one of those. And I've just learned to just let him pick a table because I just want to eat. So like, if it's just me, I'll go sit at the bar because I know my service will be quick and that's mostly what I care about. But he's all about the ambiance and making sure it looks right and all of that. So with this, you can make sure that it meets the needs of my husband. If you have one of those in your life, or if you are that person in your life, this solves all of those problems. It takes all of the stress out. Anytime something is sold together as a set, I love it because the table looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right, so we've got those and the party plates. The party plates are the little ones. So I know in the last catalog there was some differences in understanding about what was big and what was little. The party plates are appetizer plates. They're the little ones. Okay. The regular ones, they're the big ones. Okay. Okay. All right, keep on going. Here we have, these are gold. They are not yellow, they are gold. Okay. Can you really get this? Yes. Okay, so we have, this is the 2-quart pitcher, okay, with 16-ounce tumblers, more 16-ounce tumblers. We have, these are the same stacking bowls. So they click in, that you can twist them. So they've had a lot of them different ones, which I actually love this as well. Like I said, marketing, I think, has been doing a lot better lately. You know, they got a new marketing director. She's getting in the hang of things. Because no matter if they're these or if they're the bold blossoms or if they're the, I don't know, there's been 28 different ones lately. Well, that's an exaggeration, but there've been several lately. You can mix and match. So whatever is in your cupboard, they will still snap in because they're the same size dishes. So you can still throw them in your trunk, things like that. Candy, I adore you. All right, we have the chip and dip set in the new vineyard color, so it will match everything. I love this. You can snap these bowls on the inside. If you manhandle it a bit, you can snap it on the outside, but I don't know why you would want to. Like, somebody was asking, so I did, but you would really want them on the inside. And my favorite is you can put your dip, or if you're doing not chips and dip, whatever you want, put your side there, and you can be watching whatever, and you literally eat like this, and it all just ends back in the bowl, not over your clothes. So there's that. Good for Super Bowl. I don't care about the Super Bowl, but you know, guys who do care about the Super Bowl, they can keep their mess all in their bowl, not all over their armchair, whatever. You guys are funny. The large snack store, we have, this is the 9x12, and 3 egg trays do fit inside. They're normally $12 each, but right now they are free with purchase. So if you want the egg trays with your snack store, then you need to, yeah, Candy. Then you need to use this item number. If this item number is not used, if you use the regular snack store number, you will not get the egg trays. You have to use this item number to get those egg trays. Okay. All right, down here we have the wine accessories set. So I kind of love these. I don't care for wine, but like, what's the apple cider? The sparkling apple cider. All I can think of is Ghirardelli's, and that's not it. That's chocolate. The Martinelli's. I couldn't think of it, whatever it is. So Martinelli's, you know, it goes flat really fast. And my kids, they love the idea of it. We only get it out once or twice a year because, you know, it's full of sugar. But then they want to get all fancy, and we get out our little Tupperware wine glasses and everything, you know, so they feel all fancy and hoity-toity. And then they want to drink about that much of it, and then they want to put it away. And then they want to do it like 14 times a day, but they only want that much because it's fizzy, and they don't really like fizzy, but they just like the idea of it. That was crazy. So I love the accessory set because not only does it have the corkscrew, which you don't need for Martinelli's, but it is a good corkscrew. I do love it. This foil cutter is seriously the best foil cutter I've ever used in my life. So I don't drink wine, but I've gone to a lot of Tupperware parties because I do home parties. And they say, oh, do you have a Tupperware wine opener? Because the hostess is being all smart. Like, demo more things and our friends will buy more stuff, right? So this foil cutter, I love. I wish that they would bring this back in the main catalog because it seriously works better than any foil cutter I've ever used. And I've opened a lot of bottles of wine because I served in my younger, you know, as a waitress in my younger years. And I open a lot of bottles of wine at my parties. So Phenomenal foil cutter, phenomenal. But then this is the part I love for the Martinellis because it's a pump. So you put in one of the little corks, so you don't have to save your cork, comes with 2, okay? And then you can pump out the air. You can basically reseal your wine. Now, I'm not going to say it will reseal it like it can be there for years and years and years, but you will stay fizzy for a week or two, which if you've ever tried to keep Martinelli's fizzy for a week or two, it doesn't happen unless you reseal it. You just pump the air out, pump the air out, pump the air out until it gets hard to pull because then all the air is out and it stays nice and fresh, stays nice and busy. Plus it all comes in a carrying case. Everything that's here fits inside this case. I love it. Okay, all right, we're good. Okay, we have the serving center set. Bring attention to this at your parties because it just looks like a picture. It doesn't actually look like something is for sale. But this serving set, you can use it for snacks. I love that they showed different things in there. The veggies and the dip is the most common thing, but you can do this for baked potato bar. You can do it for a salad bar. You can do it for crafts. This is perfect for crafts. You can do candy making, different crushed, things, and ice cream, different toppings, things like that. It's huge for this. Lots and lots and lots of different things to use. So it's not just for chips and dip. Okay? The stuffables. So I'm that person. Yeah, taco bar. Good. Yes, I forgot about that one. One for potato bar. Yep. A lot of them. A lot of reasons for use a serving center. So the stuffables, I am that person that I will get out a leftovers container and I will be like way off on how big or how small of servings. Oh, the serving center is in Vineyard. Yes, it's in that same matching color. Yes, I believe. I would assume because it's on the same centerfold that is in Vineyard. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. So I constantly am getting out a container that's too big or too little, something like that. So I love these because the lids expand and they shrink down. So you can push the lid out or you can shrink the lid in, either way, and it still seals. It still seals around the outside. But the lid is flexible in or out. Another person said that they liked this for their salad. Now they did say this before they had the salad on the go, but say you want a different size salad, that's fine. Yeah. Then they put a snack cup. Oh, that's what it was. She wanted more dressing than just the mini. She wanted a snack cup full of dressing. So she got the big one, and then she put her salad in there with everyone, whatever she wanted to take for lunch, put her dressing in a snack cup, nestled the snack cup inside the container, and then put the stuffables lid over the top. So, to make this bigger, just a second. I don't know what that was. Oh, okay. Dishwasher's done, just in case anyone wants to, come do my dishes. Okay. All right. So they also nest. They nest completely. So you can put the smallest ones on the bottom. They nest completely. Then put the medium ones inside the smaller ones, and then the bigger ones on the top. So that is what Janelle is so wonderfully demonstrating right now. They all nest completely. Microwave plate cover. This is a lunch size plate, not a dinner size, just a lunch size plate. In my house, vent and serve is pretty much the only thing that goes in the microwave. But I know a lot of houses or even work kitchens, they put this in the microwave and they just leave it there because then if you try to put something in there, it just makes sense to lift it up and put it on top. So the entire microwave is not disgusting. So there's that. The place for seals. Somebody was asking me about this recently. I don't remember who it was, but here it is. So the place for seals, it can hold a different amount of seals depending on which size seals you're putting in there, like how thick they are. Some seals are thicker than other seals. But it does come with screws, so you can mount it to the inside of the cabinet. You can just put it on a shelf inside. You can put it underneath your sink, things like that. So lots of different ways you can use the place for seals. Keep on going. There's the Get It All set. Okay, everything there, 113 value for 69 bucks, all of it. Okay, so down here, the did you know? I'm all about the trivia. You guys know I like the trivia, and I like. Is it concave so they stack full? The seals, the concave. I'm not sure I understand. The seals will stretch. The seal holder will hold up to 12 seals. I want to say, depending on how thick they are. Okay. Okay, so like busting out the stretchy pants, unique stuffable seals expand to fit every last bit of holiday deliciousness. I thought that was hilarious. Because I envision, Thanksgiving where everybody's unbuttoning their pants and like that, it cracks me up. I love the quirky, sarcastic comments. The bottom of the stuffables bottoms. Oh yeah, okay, you're good. All right, on the back, the bonus buy. They changed the name to bonus buy. So this used to be the attendance offer. It is now called the bonus buy. For attending a party, you can get a set of cereal bowls for $19. So they're normally $29. Get them on sale for $19. And then, of course, advertising the holiday gig kit. Love it, love it, love it. All right, I don't see anything else that I need to address. Okay, so we're gonna go click on the video of me for the cornets. And I'm going to, maybe it's thinking, I'll share my screen in a moment so everybody can see it. It's thinking. Stop! All right, have it pulled up, share screen. Oh, gotta make it bigger. Come on. And make that bigger. All right, Audra, I can see you. Can you see the video? Yes? Okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. All right, I don't see anything else that I need to talk about. All right, Janelle, I think I'm done.
All right, okay. Sorry. Okay, we're good. Now I have to figure out how to get Stephanie on here. Sorry, I don't have to do this very often. Here we go. All right. I think I should be back. No, not yet. Okay, can y'all see me?
I can see you.
All right, thank you very much, Stephanie. That was awesome. Okay, I wanted to quick show everybody, in case you missed my little demo. I wanted to show you these all nested because these are so crazy good for saving space. So this is the whole 6 kinds, 6 containers, 3 different sizes. You start with the shallowest on the bottom, because if you start logically with the biggest, and then the next one, and then the next one, like, I mean, it works, but you're going to get a lot more space saving if you go the smallest, and then the medium, and then the biggest. It's going to fit easier and more compact. And you can do multiple sets of those. So the smallest, the medium, and the bigs. So that's the best way to do it. And the lids you can just put on the bottom if you want to keep them in the same space. If you don't have the place for seals and you want to keep it handy, you can put them on the bottom and it'll just sit like that. But yeah, these are so good. And we don't have the small ones this time, but if you do the small, if they have a deal later with the small ones, just keep in mind you can put the small ones nested sitting in there too, with the lids for the small ones sitting right next to it. So it works really well for storage that way too. So really excited about that. Beautiful colors. Like, these are seriously, I love jewel colors, and these are just some really nice jewel colors. So, great set. Oh, sorry, there's a question about how they worked when, I think what you were getting at with the question was, if you concave the lid, can you stack another one? So let's push that one all the way down. We have demoed before at team meeting where if you do that, you can put other bowls down in there and save some space. I don't have another Tupperware bowl here, but I'll put that in. So see how like it's not sitting up as high. So in your kitchen or in your fridge, you can get some better space saving like that. It's not going to work with the big ones though, really, because they're just as big around. So it's not really going to sit down in there. It has to be something smaller. So when we have the smaller full stacked, that's not getting the other concave. Oh, up?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's gonna be harder to demo. But
No, it wouldn't stack.
no, it wouldn't. It would yeah, it would just totter, right? Like it's gonna, yeah. I mean, it will a little bit, right? Because it's a little bit bigger right now. It's not completely flat. But yeah. Okay, so those are really great. I am sorry, I forgot to do on-time drawings, so I'm going to do those drawings now. We have Chelsea Furness is our first winner. So give us a shout out if you're on, Chelsea, in the chat. And Dustin Lake, give us a shout out. You are our first 2 drawing winners, Chelsea Furness and Dustin Lake. Not microwavable. Okay, so the stuffables are, let's see. Chelsea's on. I was going to say, hey Chelsea. All right. They are technically microwavable-ish, I guess would be my best answer. The bowls are, the seals aren't, but they are not vent serve. So they can get rough, they can get stained. I wouldn't do it. They're so pretty. Why would you want to change that? They are not going to be as pretty. Hey, Dustin. So you can microwave in them. I would be very cautious with that. I would do like 50% power, and I would do short times, and I would do like not high acid or red sauces or things like that. But if you want to quick microwave something warmer, just do 50% power and just be careful. But if it gets rough or stained, we can't warranty for that. And so yeah, just be very careful and do not ever microwave with the silicone lid on, because that's not going to work so well. All right, so let's move on. Stick around. I'm going to do another 2 drawings soon because we missed our first round of drawings. I want to talk a little bit though about recruiting, because we have an amazing opportunity right now that started in October, continues this month, and goes until December as well, where you can step up without your recruits getting active. So when you sign somebody up, it used to be that you needed $600 in sales under them. I mean, it still is. They need $600 in sales to get active, but it used to not, those recruits did not count for your step up, like for getting to manager, getting to star manager, getting to executive manager, qualifying for the DIQ program to become a director. Your recruits did not used to count for that until they became active. But our new president, Peter, is giving us a little trial period where you can step up October, November, December without your recruits getting active. So if you just get 3 recruits, you still have to meet the sales requirements, which is for manager, it's at least 500 personal sales and at least 2,500 unit sales. So that's the combination of your sales and the sales of everyone under you. You can still step up to manager without your recruits getting to that initial $600 in sales. So this is a huge opportunity. Like no other company makes it this easy to step up ever. Like this is just stupid easy. So take advantage of this time. It's so exciting and so easy, and we don't know if they're going to continue it. But in that, so take advantage of that because the bonuses for stepping up are incredible, guys. You get cash bonuses, you get free cookware from your director. Our cookware is amazing. Get a free piece of free cookware. Get 3 pieces of free cookware. Go all the way to the top with this promotion. You get an Alex and Ani bracelet from Tupperware that Kirsten will ship you. You get a Rock On Manager Bling bracelet from your manager when you step up to manager, and you get other prizes from your director too. And there's obviously going to be a ton of stuff from Tupperware along the way too, since you're getting all those recruits. So take advantage of that.
The video.
I stopped the video.
She stopped my video and muted all, so I can't interject if I need
to.
Stephanie.
Okay. All right, you're unmuted, Stephanie. Sorry. So
you need to start my video.
So is everything okay?
No, we're good now.
Okay. So it is just a crazy huge opportunity that you guys have right now that you can step up and do that. It is temporary, most likely, but what we want to do is prove to our new president, Peter, that was a good decision and he should keep it. So that's my goal is like, let's show him how amazing this was. Let's show him how many people can step up and improve their businesses. And let's show him that we are not just going to sign up people and not get them any sales, because the fear with this is if you don't have to get any sales under your new recruits, you're not going to get any sales under your new recruits. So we want to make sure that we're still working really hard on that, because if we can show him, look, tons of people stepped up because of this and their teams are still going strong, their people are selling, and this is really effective, that's what they're going to look at. They're going to look at the numbers. So let's make the numbers good so that they keep this around. So not as much motivation on our part, right, to get them to get sales because we don't need them to get active, but there's a ton of motivation for them. And that's what we need to show them. There's so many reasons for your team members to get sales. There is no reason that you shouldn't be able to motivate them to get there. So just make sure you're talking to them. Don't assume that they know about the Confident Start program and about the party bonus and all this. So I'm going to go over those things with you guys to make sure you're really clear on what those are. But I want you also to make sure that you're logging this away and you're writing this down. You're paying attention to what your people can be getting when they get sales.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a face.
Doesn't have a face.
See her video? Somehow you turn her video off.
Yeah. Ask to start video is my option.
There we go.
All right. I muted you and I blinded you. I'm sorry.
I'm like, okay, I can help.
So the next 2 drawings real quick though. First, we have our next 2 winners are Nicole Morlang and Diane Anderson. Woohoo, our winners. Give me a shout out in the group chat. Also, I'm doing the drawing prizes this month. So send me a Facebook message with your, well, I'll have your name because, you know, you'll message me, but your address. Say, I won a drawing in team meeting. Here's my address so I can ship your prize. And I will get back to you and ship your prize on Monday. So shout out, give me a Facebook message, not here in this chat because this will go away when we close it, but in a Facebook message. So do we have Nicole Morlang, is she on? And Diane Anderson? I missed if they, nope, they didn't. All right, give me a shout out, give me a woohoo. Be excited, you won a prize. Must be present to show, or must be present to win. All right, so we're gonna move on. And I will watch for those names. So there are, like I said, so many things that we can get right now as new recruits. So let's, I don't have all the images handy because I'm not on my computer, but
here, which ones do you want?
Do you have your sound off?
I think we're just, computer? Yes, I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. Oh, I found it. No, I didn't find it. Just kidding. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is make sure they know what they get when they get sales. So, oh, I hear somebody. Okay, so the first thing that they can get is see, I want to bring up the image since it just changed. This month, okay, so first of all, you know that when they join our team, they get a welcome bonus. The welcome bonus right now, I'm just going to show you, and hopefully this will work well. The welcome bonus right now is the spiralizer and the, yeah, so when they join, oh, it's just in this first week. When they join in this first week, they get the spiralizer and the modular mates for free. All of that for free. When
Here,
they
I'll share screen.
Okay, thank you.
Whoa. Crazy things are happening.
All right, so this is a really, really great, this is a really great recruiting tool. So when somebody joins your team, starting now until this coming Friday, November 1st, they're gonna get all of that for free. Okay, normally our welcome bonus has a copay. So this is incredible. Like this is Jubilee recruiting worthy. Like this is amazing. The spiralizer, you can make like the string spirals, like for salads or whatever, fun spirals, or you can do like the slices, like the potato spiralizers, wedges, things like this is an amazing tool. And they're going to get the base as well. That base they're going to be able to use for all the other attachments, accessories that go with that. If they join in the second week, November 2 through 8, they're going to get the spiralizer base and modular mate set for $15. Really great deal still, because this is a $201 value. $200, guys, for free or for $15. If they join in the latter part of the month, which is actually 3 weeks, because we have a 5-week month right now, if they join in those last 3 weeks of the month, they're going to get just this Fusion spiralizer with base, also for only $15, which still is an incredible deal. It's like $100, right? So they're going to get for $15 the spiralizer and the base for $15. So clearly joining earlier rather than later is going to be a better deal, but honestly, it's a great deal all month. So be working on that. So basically what happens, you get a new recruit, you get them in the system, you have this awesome welcome bonus. What's next? Because they just got a bunch of stuff for free. They're really excited, but what's the motivation to get sales? All right, can you go to the next one, Stephanie? Do you have it? It would be the party bonus.
I'm just in Rock On. Nope,
Yeah, it has Fridge Smart and potato. There you go.
Whoops.
All right, so the party bonus, this is what happens when they get sales initially. So this is the first thing to start with, because this is the lowest amount of sales incentive with the biggest prize, and it is incredible. I hope that you are talking in your parties about Fridge Smart and why it's amazing, because Fridge Smart is our biggest, other than joining our team, it is our biggest financial investment that Tupperware has, by how much money you can save by not throwing away your produce. And you can get, by joining our team this month, anytime this month, and getting to $300 in sales by the last day of the month, which is November 29. Again, it's 5 weeks from now. You will get all of that in the upper picture, the Fridge Smart and the Potato Smart container, for only $15. That's $153 value. They're paying 10% because it's only $15. If they get $300 within their first 30 days, which is nice if they sign up later in the month, then they still have 30 days. They don't have to wait. They don't have to have it by November 29. Then they just pay $30. So they're going to pay more. But really, really push still, even if they sign up the last day of the sales month, still encourage them to get to 300, because people can do it. We had a new team member on my team this past month in October, and she signed, she signed up with her party, and then I gave her a challenge to get 100 in sales or 200 or 300 in sales. She wasn't sure if she wanted to collect orders or not, and I just offered her a prize for hitting those. She ended up with, I think, 400 and something in orders she collected, and then 2 parties, because she was talking to people, right? So she ended up booking 2 parties as well. And this was a gal that I didn't think was going to be doing much right off the gate. So don't underestimate your new people. They can get sales. They can go collect orders, especially when they are motivated like this. And then look at the bottom part, getting 600 in sales by November 29 or within their first 30 days. They get the Sharp Start Prep Set, which is the universal chef knife and kitchen shears. And those are the shears that come apart for easy cleaning, and the Mix and Store pitcher, and the Click Series peelers. That's $122 value that they're getting for $15 if they get the sales by the end of this month, and $30 if they get the sales within their first 30 days. Okay, this is huge, guys. They can get so much. Joining our team, they get not only the starter kit, but the welcome bonus, and then getting 300 or 600 either by the end of the month or in their first 30 days. They get all of this stuff for $30 to $60. This is amazing. Use this when you're talking to people about joining. The reason I joined was because I wanted free Tupperware. I couldn't afford to pay for Tupperware, and I wanted to see how much I could get for free. And Kirsten really built up how much you will get for free when you sell Tupperware. And I was like, sounds good. I didn't even feel like I could afford the 25% off, like the commission, the consultant discount, because I wanted a lot of Tupperware and I still wasn't going to be able to pay 75% and get a ton of it. But I heard that I could get a bunch for free, and that was literally the reason that I joined. I didn't think I could succeed. I didn't think I could do a bunch of parties. I didn't think I could sell a lot of Tupperware. I just thought, well, let's see how much I can get for free. And it's a huge, huge recruiting tool. All right, let's move on to, I'd love an image of the Confident Start program if you can find one of those. But the Confident Start program, guys, has so much too. Stay here a second. So the party's up. This is a really fun one too. I'm gonna make sure a post is in Rock On soon with instructions on how to do your parties up if you don't know how. But going into your back office and updating your parties up with this, like with 3, 4, or 6, depending on your title, and you're gonna get these Tupper minis in pink with white seals. They're so cute. All right, go find Confident Start, please. Shiny. All right, Confident Start is an amazing tool as well, because it is, I don't know of any other companies that will give away an iPad in somebody's first 13 weeks. Other companies, you have to step up to like director levels and do huge things in order to get an iPad. This is okay. This is just with, well, if you want to do one at a time, or is that old?
Okay. I have the new one here.
Okay.
Oh, well, this one says it's from last year. Oh no, I think this is the current one. I think I just didn't save the title.
The starter kit is old, but it's fine. It's
okay.
I think everything else is correct. Okay, so the Confident Start is amazing, guys. You can earn so much. I've heard when people from other teams were, or other companies were telling me about their stuff, and they heard about like how you can get an iPad in your first 13 weeks just from personal sales, they just about lost their mind because they were amazed that Tupperware would offer that so easily. Getting enough sales in your first 13 weeks, this is another great recruiting tool and a really great way to get your new team members to work on getting parties and getting sales. They can get all of these things. Level 2, they save $70. They either don't pay the remaining $70 on their starter kit, or they get their $70 back if they got the cheaper, the $70 kit. So that is a huge incentive right there. Save some money, and they're also earning the party bonus. So at the same time, they're earning all that free or really inexpensive Tupperware for $15, and they're going to save $70 on their starter kit. Going on to the 3rd level, all those vent and serves. The 4th level, they get to start choosing between some high value items. And 5th, they're going to get a rolling kit bag and tablecloth so they can market their business better. 6th, they're going to again get to choose from some really amazing high price items, and all the way to level 7. I hook people usually with the iPad, but by the time they're headed that way, I talk them into the cookware, because our cookware is a much better value. Our cookware is so expensive because it is so amazing. It's such high quality. So to go for the iPad, like, come on, get the cookware for free and then buy an iPad with all the money you just earned in commission. It's a much better value to have all that cookware. It's the 11-piece set, which is not fully pictured there. That's interesting. The 11-piece set has 5 pieces, like 5 pots and pans, and 6 pots and pans with 5 lids. So you are getting a huge value. That's interesting that it's not all shown there, but it is 6 pots and pans and 5 lids that go along with those. That is a huge value. Over, what is it, like $13 or $1,400. Get the cookware, buy an iPad. All right, so I think that's all I need screen shared right now. Thank you. Okay, so use these things as tools to encourage people to join. Don't throw all that information at them right at once when you're talking to them about joining your team, because that's just way too much information. But use that as a tool because it is incredible what they can get. So I'm going to screen share now. We're going to try this. And hang on with me because, actually, let's do another 2 drawings because drawings are fun. Oh, did we ever hear from Nicole and Diane? Well, if you're on, message me on Facebook. All right, Ginger Heileman and Cassandra Cornelius. I also want to give a shout out to our new directors. You can see all their names in the Rock On group. We had 5 new directors, I believe, in Rock On this month. So exciting. And a lot of you are headed there now that you are stepped up in the DIQ program. Love it. Can't wait to see you guys join our director team. All right, give me a shout out if you heard your name called just now. All right. Okay, Ginger and Cassandra, awesome. Cassandra, that was weak. Here, I want to see a woohoo. All right, I like to get excited about winning. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about some recruiting wording and shifting your thinking a little bit and how you, okay, so I have to, so I just hit share.
What are you trying to do?
I think I got it. I'm trying to screen share. There we go. Okay. So Stephanie and I were talking about how like it's sometimes hard to think when you're thinking of who would want to join your team. It's hard to think about like what kind of people should you reach out to and who should you be thinking of. I like to start with my hosts. I always like to talk to my hosts to see if they have any interest in selling Tupperware. And I frequently, even if they don't want to, I will talk to them about just getting the starter kit and I'll put their party under them and they don't have to sell, because frequently they end up deciding to sell later anyway. And if they don't, that's fine. I'm never going to push somebody to do something they don't want to do. But I often find that it's the scary part is deciding to join. And then once they've joined, it's not as scary to think about actually selling. So I like to do that because it gives an opportunity to people that would not have considered it otherwise because it sounded too scary to sign up, or they didn't think that that was something that was for them. So that is my biggest recruiting tool. But if you are looking at your friends and your circle, like this is a really good place to start. So I created this recruiting tic-tac-toe where I want you to, and I'm going to post this in Rock On later today. I want you to think though, who, use the one on the left, the one with the suggestions, and then use the blank one to write in people's names. You can just do this on a piece of paper right now. If you want to get started right now, I would encourage you to do that. Do a tic-tac-toe and write in somebody, somebody who hates their job. You know, somebody who they complain all the time about their job and they don't enjoy working there and they just don't want to keep doing it. This is a great option for them because they can work themselves out of a job and just do Tupperware for their income. Or somebody who wants to work from home. There's a lot of people that want to work from home either because their health isn't good or they have kids that they want to stay home with, or they like to work in their pajamas. I mean, there's so many different reasons people might want to work from home, but it gives them so much flexibility. And when I share the graphic of like, what's your favorite benefit of being a Tupperware rep, one of the most common ones that people say is the flexibility to work where and when they want. Somebody who needs extra money. If you're talking to somebody who constantly is paycheck to paycheck and they're stressed out about that, I mean, who wouldn't be? Then this could be a really great option for them to bring in some extra money. Somebody who loves Tupperware. If they love Tupperware, they're going to be great at selling it. You don't have to be a good salesperson. You just have to love the product and be able to talk about it well. Somebody who wants a new hobby. This doesn't necessarily have to be a job for somebody in their mind. It can be just a hobby where it's something fun that they can do and they enjoy. Someone who wants to meet new people. They're going to meet a lot of new people in our team and their new customers and party hosts. They're going to meet a lot of new people. Somebody who wants to earn free Tupperware. That was me. I just wanted the free Tupperware because I couldn't afford it. It's a great way to earn free Tupperware. And they don't have to actually sell. They can just I should say, they don't actually have to do parties. They're going to have to put in sales, right? So they're going to have to do something, but they don't necessarily need to do parties. Maybe they just share sales flyers and talk to their friends and family and start building a customer base that way of just sharing the deals. Someone who wants a free iPad, make sure that people know about that, because that's a great tool. Someone who wants to earn free trips. We have so many free trips that we can earn with Tupperware. Between the trips Tupperware offers us and the trips that Kirsten offers us, you can, if you want to step up to director, you have access to, I added it up recently, you could go on 7 free trips in 2020. All expense paid. 7. That's a lot. Most companies have 1, maybe 2. So there are so many reasons to sell Tupperware. So try this recruiting tic-tac-toe. Write in somebody for each of those. Write in 7 people for each of those. Write in as many as you can think of, and then start talking to them. This week is the best recruiting week of the entire month because they can get all that stuff for free. Do not waste this first week. All right,
I want to interject here too, if that's okay. I think oftentimes, can you put it back up? I wanted to, sorry, should have said that before.
I'll try.
So I think oftentimes we just say, oh, well, they said no, and then we move on. Remember, it's a conversation. It's not a hard no. So if somebody hates their job, if you're offering them another opportunity for another job, their first inclination is probably going to be no. Because, well, if they hate this job, why would they want another job to hate that too? Like, they have a conversation with them. Don't just automatically say, oh, well, they said no, I'm moving on to the next person. Now, there is a fine line between, badgering people. You don't want to badger people, but remember that a conversation is different than badgering. So if someone says, I really hate my job, you could say something like, I do need a refill. I will refill after this. But if you say that, I have earned this and this and this, and I've earned some extra income, and I've had fun, I've absolutely loved the people that I've met. If you think about why people hate their job, I've seen a lot of this on Facebook lately. It's the people. It's the management. It's the people that they're involved with. Well, here we can choose to surround ourselves with positive people who want success. So I can tell you right now, the people who are positive and working on goals, and the people who want to work and they have a positive attitude, those are the people who are fun to talk to. Those are the people I want to talk to. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't talk to everybody else, but if you want to work and you want to be positive and look towards things, then you're more fun to talk to. That's just the nature of the beast. Think about the people who are in your life who are fun to talk to. They're the people who uplift you and the people who want to support you, things like that. Those are the people that you want to talk to. So we have the opportunity. I mean, there's like 5,000 people in Rock On. I don't know how many, I just played a number out, but there's a ton of people on Rock On that we all relate to different people differently. And that's wonderful because we're better together. We all have good ideas. We all have, things that we can work on. We have strengths, we have weaknesses. We all have these things, and we have this big, huge network that we can work together. So this one is huge for me, that hates their job and they're having a conversation. Not just having a conversation about any of them. That's just the one that I picked out for that example. But have a conversation about, why do you hate your job? Or, I've met all these wonderful women and I love what they've brought to my life. Or, I've earned everything, like Janelle was saying. I've earned everything, all of this, and that's why I started. And my reasons for staying are different, but that's why I started. That's right, Kristen. Don't prejudge people. There are so many reasons, but so often they give us the first no and you're like, oh, okay. And then you move on. The first no doesn't mean anything. Remember, it takes 7 no's before they're ready to say yes for the same person. Now, I'm not saying, are you ready to join now? Are you ready to join now? Are you ready to join now? Are you ready? Like, don't do that. I mean, I do that to my kids sometimes. Are you ready to go yet? Are you ready to go yet? Are you ready to go? Well, I'm sure I'm not the only mom who does that. But it's a conversation. Have a conversation. Remember that everything is a conversation. Okay? All right. That's what I wanted to add, Janelle.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So we have Michelle Sheets is going to share because she had a rocking, amazing month. And I want to have her share a little bit how she did that and how you can do it too for November.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Sheets. I'm now officially a manager again. October was my biggest month ever. I sold over $7,000 personally, which was huge for me. At one point, well, last week actually, I did 6 parties, 5 home parties, and 1 Facebook party, which I'm starting to get sick. So anyway, so and I'm after this, I'm going to take a nap. So how did I do that? A lot of that, honestly, was booking from the fair. I'll be honest with that. Some people rescheduled from September and into October, and I, because of school and their schedules and whatever, I just took complete advantage of that and just booked from parties in the beginning of October and pushed them into the end of October. So I did parties at the beginning of October and booked off of them into the end of October. So I was able to maximize my time and maximize my bookings. I wasn't afraid this time to ask everybody what, if they wanted to book a party to help out their host. That's, as silly as that may seem, that's actually been a big thing for me. And of course, now I know Stephanie's going to push me to recruit, which she has been all week. So, and I have been actually working on that.
You want to join now? Yeah, right. No, but I am going to stop you here because I have, I spend a lot of time with Michelle because she lives close to me and we're good friends. And this is very close. I have watched her struggles just closer by nature of we're close. Like, so watching your struggles and overcoming struggles is huge. And I think that's big for everybody because sometimes we let our struggles and our fears just stop us. So watching you overcome your struggles and your fears, I have been so proud of you. So big, huge, long, far away Houston.
It has been a struggle. And I mean, I've rocked this for 5 years now. I'm just a little bit of my story. I've been doing this for 5 years and I've kind of ebbs and flows, and that's just part of life. And that's okay. I never felt judged for the points where I've stepped down to where the points I've stepped back up to the points where I've stepped down and stepped back up. It's just, that's part of life. And that's actually part of my story. So I own it. And, but this month was huge. What actually changed too was that now I have, I think 7 home parties already booked for November, which is huge for me because usually November and December is where most things slow down. And this time around, this October, I have talked it up and booked it. And I've had people that are like, oh, well, can we book our Saturdays and Sundays? I've stood true to myself because I work full time and I do this almost full time now. I stay true to myself and I say, no, I'm sorry, I don't book on Saturdays and Sundays. That's my own personal schedule because I love you people, but I'd like to stay me. And in order to do that, I need to have Saturdays and Sundays people free. And a lot of people are like, oh, okay, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. And I said, no, it's not that I don't like people. It's not that I don't want to take your money and do your parties, but for me, I need to be people free on Saturdays and Sundays. And they're like, got it. So I've managed to, and that was a huge struggle for me, especially from April to September. Every weekend I had something scheduled. Every weekend I had something scheduled with Tupperware or family. And I finally, with the help of this team, I have finally literally put in my calendar, do not book a thing. Don't you dare book a thing. And I've had to stay true to that because I would wear myself out because I like to do that. Much like the 6 parties I did last week. So, but it paid off. But what was really cool about that is that they wanted to book a bunch of parties in November for Saturdays and Sundays. And I said, no, but I have a couple of Fridays open or Thursdays are really good nights. And they're like, oh, okay, well, let's look at that. Not once did I get a side eye. Not once did I get a fine, which was amazing because internal conversations that I have with myself, that's what I was always afraid of. Well, they won't like me or they won't book with me if I don't say yes. And that was huge for me. So now my November is set up to where I can set up the first 2 or 3 weeks of December too.
Nice.
So
And my guess is that actually helped because they're looking at you as a businesswoman now. This is your business and this is your schedule.
yes.
You know, I love Kirsten's example of when you call the doctor's office to book an appointment, you don't say, well, I would like to come Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
They say, when are your openings? So you did that.
I did that for me, and it actually, yeah, and I think you're right. I think they just kind of looked at me like, oh, okay, sure, that makes complete sense. When I explained to them that I work full-time and I do this, I need me time. And they were like, oh, yeah, sure, that makes total sense. We'll see what else we got. So,
Well, and what it also does is it tells your customers who your customers are your future potential team members.
mhm.
And what you do affects whether they will be your future team members or not. And what you do or what you're doing is showing them I have boundaries and I can stick to that and keep my values. Their values might be totally different.
Right.
They might be, I'm never going to do a party on Wednesday because I have church or I have a kid's soccer game or
Right.
whatever it is. But that tells them they can, if they sell Tupperware, they can guard their schedule too.
Yeah, and that was huge. And I saw the respect from my host and from my customers, which was a lot different than what it's been 2 or 3 years ago. So not only is that growth in my customer base, but that's also just a lot of personal growth in me. So.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how you were saying that you were afraid that if you said those things, they would think negatively or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot assume what people are going to think. Honestly, we
I
have
know.
to be real. We have to be honest. We have to be kind, polite, and, you know,
Yep.
professional about it. But being honest is important in any relationship and definitely in your business as well. And people, there's a saying out there, people think way less about us than we think they do.
Yeah. It's true.
We walk out of the house and we're so nervous because, I don't know, our makeup didn't look right, or our hair isn't quite exactly how we wanted it to look, but guess what? We look fine. We look great. Put a smile on your face.
You
And
know, it's funny.
people are not thinking those things that you think they're thinking.
I'm just going to say this.
That's what I love about this video is I can fix my hair during the process.
I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah. Okay. Just a second.
What's funny is that you mentioned that, but in my own parties, a lot of the questions about your business type of thing, and one of the questions that I get asked a lot is it hard to do this? And I say, you know, I freak out every time internally before I walk into a party. That's my own personal anxieties. I said, I will be completely beat red by the time I'm done with the party. But it's nothing to you. That's just how and that's how I'm dealing with talking to people. But also, that's me trying to reach out, and I own it. And they're like, "Oh, really?" And of course, by the end of the party, they're looking at my face, and I'm like, "Here's the thing." I said, "You guys aren't here to see me. You guys are here to see the stuff." And then I just like to demonstrate it, and of course, I just get all red and everything, and they're like, "Oh, okay," and they just kind of, because I own it. You know, from the very beginning. Just so you guys know, by the end of the party, this face will be completely red, and they're like, "Oh, okay," just kind of like I'm turning red right now. But that's just,
I can't even tell.
I noticed. I can feel it.
Yeah.
But by the end of the party, I'm completely red, and they're like, "Oh, okay." But I own it. Like it's just like this is how it is. But y'all aren't here to see me. Don't pay attention to this. Pay attention to what's happening on the table.
And it
So.
shows them that they can do it too,
Yeah.
even if they have some anxiety about talking or anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, we have a little bit of time left. I'm going to do I'm going to save, I did the last 2 drawings, so I'm saving it for the end, so stay, or else you won't win. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about the things that we can earn, and I don't, Stephanie, if you want to bring these up.
Which ones?
The
Kirsten's challenge?
challenges, like the backpack and the carry-all sales.
Okay. I found it. Just a second. I'm sharing.
I have a few I want to talk about, so just bring them up and I'll talk about them when they're there.
Here you go.
All right. Okay. So this is a really fun one. Guys, the things on the left, the cold brew thing and the no time to waste and the Tupperware, those are iron-on patches that you can earn. They know that Tupperware knows that they're giving you a lot of recruiting tools right now with all that, the Spiralizer and the modular mate sets for free and then really discounted. They know they're giving a lot. So they're saying, hey, I want you to recruit a lot. So when you personally sponsor, which is the new terms for recruiting a new consultant, when you personally sponsor, when you find 3 people to join your team and you sign them up, then you're going to earn the set of 3 iron-ons for free. And when you get to 6, then they're going to also give you the Vera Bradley backpack. Now I know about 3/4 of you just checked out and said, I'm not going to get 3 recruits, and I'm definitely not going to get 6 recruits. I would really challenge you to check back in and really consider. So one of the things you really have going for yourself right now this month is you have 5 weeks. 5 weeks, guys. That's a whole extra week in addition to what we normally have. It's a lot of time. Also, that is a huge recruiting tool, the welcome bonus right now, and what you can get in what they can get with 300 or 600 in sales. These are huge tools. You will have people interested when you share those things. So yeah, do not count yourself out for these. Really, if you want these things, go for it. If you don't want these things, but think it'd be awesome to get 3 or 6 new team members, go for it. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to doing this. Tupperware's just dropping you little carrots.
Well, and you don't have to redeem these coupons if you don't want them. I mean, I personally am not a Vera Bradley fan. Don't hate me. I know Jenna's probably shuddering at me right now. I don't really like it that much, but this backpack, I need it because it's adorable. So you never know, but you don't have to redeem the coupon if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't like Vera Bradley either, but this one is actually pretty cute. And hey, even if I didn't like the backpack, my daughter would love the backpack. Like, earn the backpack and redeem it. Come on.
Or you can use it as a prize.
Or you can use it as a prize. Absolutely. Wouldn't it be fun to pass it on, as a host?
Your favorite, Stephanie.
I mean, I was thinking ways to use it to build your business, but okay.
Well, if I like you, that's building your business, right?
All right, let's get the next one up.
Not going.
I believe in you.
That one we did. That one we did.
These are amazing, guys. Oh yeah, okay. So this is another way because this is something that you earn for personal sales, and it's for you and for new reps as well. So sometimes they can't get the things that we can get with the sales challenges because they're getting all the confident start stuff. This one, they're letting everybody get in on, and these are amazing. These are our new straws. And I could go on and on and on about these, but I won't. Maybe I'll do a demo later. But we're running out of time, so I'm not going to go on and on about these right now.
Cheryl's got hers.
We have them, but I can't. We're going to run out of time. Okay, so these are incredible, guys, and you can get them you can't buy them right now, so do this. 300 in sales this week, which is starting now, going until this Friday. You can get the set of 4 straws with the carrying pack thing for $5. And get to 600 in sales by Friday, and you get to get 2 sets for $5. And again, so a total of $10. So that's really exciting. And this is another recruiting tool, or at least a way to encourage your team members to get sales right away. All right, let's go to I'm hoping to find the carry-all one. I mean, now you're making me hungry. Oh, wait, no, go to that one too.
That one?
Oh, and there's so many good ones. No, that one. Okay, this is a fun one because anybody who joins our team or did all the way back to September 28 and gets 1,000 in personal sales this month, and guys, 5-week month, that's $200 a week average. $1,000 in personal sales is going to get this gorgeous necklace. How fun is that? I love, love, love this. All right, I have that right? 1,000 in personal sales. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so that's another way to get your new reps to get sales. All right, let's find another one. There's so many good ones. So excited. I don't really care about that one. Okay, this is a really cool one too. So Kirsten found these adorable little backpacks, and she said the color won't be exactly that, but I bet it'll be pretty close. How fun is that? A little drawstring backpack that says Tupperware and our team name, Rock On. And you get this for only having, in this first week, starting now until Friday, $500 in sales and 1 new recruit. Okay, with that recruiting bonus that we have right now, totally easy. Work your business and you will not have a problem hitting this. I want to talk to you too about, get the carry-all one, and that one's going to show you a really easy way to get some sales. So this carry-all thing was released today. You can do individual ones or big sets. I'm working on collecting some images and wording, and I'm going to post that so you guys can just rock this, guys. This goes for 2 weeks, but really push it in this first week and get a lot of sales, and that is going to help you get all those free things from Tupperware and from Kirsten, but also you can do this challenge. And the top 10 sellers in our org are going to get prizes from Stephanie and a grand prize for the #1 seller. So sorry, from Kirsten. You are.
I'm like, I didn't know I released that one too, but hey, I might.
You have to now.
Right, yeah, because Janelle said.
Janelle said. I have so much power.
Yeah.
All right. So
something else I want to pop in with these, when they do the 1 week things, like they did the Halloween bowls, when they things like this too, make sure that you're not waiting until Friday at midnight to submit this. So if I have enough of these sold by like Tuesday or Wednesday to make a party, I will submit that party, and then I will still collect orders and submit another one on Friday. But that way, at least I have some of them coming and they're on their way, and I don't run the risk of them all being gone. So I might submit 2 or 3 orders for these 1 week specials. Well, this one's 2 weeks, but that type of thing, because I don't want to wait until the last day and run the risk of them running out of the color or running out of the small ones, or, things like that. So consider that. I know a bigger party is always exciting, but it's not always worth it to wait.
Right. Yep. Great point. All right. I think that might be all, but do you want to flip through and just see if there are any other ones that we should talk about?
Yep. I don't see any other ones.
Okay. So much though, guys. We have like so much potential for this month. I'm so excited. Oftentimes our November can be a weaker month because we're thinking, oh, but Thanksgiving and people are going to be busy and people aren't going to want to host. Again, get out of people's heads. You don't know what they're thinking. They're probably not thinking the same thing that you're thinking, and do not make those assumptions.
Yeah, I just booked a party for Black Friday, and they know they need to close on Black Friday. So.
Michelle, she's just booked a party for Black Friday. So, my very first Facebook party was over Christmas, and I think bingo was Christmas Eve. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had an $800 party, and I booked 6 parties off of it. So, you can party anytime. Do not assume that people aren't going to want to. Oftentimes, the times like holidays or vacations or whatever, that's when people are most free to be sitting on their phones because they're not at work and their schedule is free. So, don't make assumptions. Always ask. You just never know. And book up the early part of your November. We have tons of time before we hit Thanksgiving. So book up the early part now so that you are not waiting and scrambling later. Also, another good reason to recruit now instead of later is if you get them going right now and early, you're going to be able to get them moving a lot more because they're really going to be scared by Thanksgiving and thinking, oh, I don't know if this is a good time to start a business. So get them going early before they're even thinking about that, and their business will be going strong before they even hit Thanksgiving. All right, so let's do those last 2 drawings. We have Patty Osley and Whitney Smith are our 2 last drawing winners for today. So give me a shout out. And again, everybody needs to send me, hey, Patty, give me a message when you get off of here. So I have your address and remember to send you your prize. All right. Yes, you did win, Whitney. That was very exciting. I'm very proud of you. That was a good response. All right. So I'm going to wrap up a little bit early because I want you guys to get working. We have so many fun things and exciting things to do. I will be posting that tic-tac-toe so you can fill in your potential new team members and start reaching out to people. Do posts in your customer group. Start blasting this because we have so much, guys. Like, this is huge. This is huge. We always have so much with the Confident Start program and everything that Tupperware offers, but right now it's like so much huger. So much huger. That's nice. Really good grammar. Good Thanks. And it's a huge opportunity. And plus, with how easy it is to become a manager right now, with just needing the sales, get those sales yourself. Don't rely on other people for those sales, and then just make sure you get those 3 new team members personally recruited by you. And you're a manager. Voila. It's that easy. All right. So I'm excited to see what you guys do in November. Let's rock this. I think last year, I'd have to look at the numbers again, but I think last year Record Breaker was huge. And then I think our November was even bigger.
I want to say it was too. That's what I'm remembering as well.
We had a huge November. And I think Tupperware remembers that too. And I think that's why they gave us so many amazing things for this month. And they're starting us early because they want to have a rockin' bigger November than even Record Breaker as well. And so this is really exciting. Let's push it hard. And again, if you are not, we're never going to push you to do more than you want to do. So if you don't want to do much with Tupperware,
Yes,
that is
you
your
will. Don't lie. Yes.
I don't. But you are going to miss out on so much amazing things. But no, I am really big about helping people reach their own goals. I just want your goals to be big because it's amazing and you can get so much for free and make so much money in this business. There is so much. Don't leave money on the table. One of my friends has shared that expression with me. Like if you're not doing the parties and not looking for the new team members, you're just leaving money sitting on the table. Would you walk away if there was $100 bill sitting on the table? No. If that was like up for grabs and somebody said you can have that if you want it, you'd grab it. But we're doing that when we don't step up to manager. You're leaving that $100 bonus check sitting on the table. Go grab that $100 bill and do something fun with it, or do something that you need to with it. Don't leave money sitting on the table. There's a lot of opportunity here with Tupperware, and I want you to get all you can with it. Do you have anything you want to wrap up with, Stephanie?
No, I think we're good.
Your director.
All right. Oh yeah. So this recording will be posted. So if you know of anybody that wasn't able to make it today, make sure they know they can watch the recording. Both you and they, whether you attended live or watched the recording, need to send your director 3 ahas. Those are 3 things you learned, 3 things you got excited about, 3 things you didn't know, 3 things you want to focus on this month, anything exciting that you got out of being at team meeting or watching the recording. And also let your director know what your goals are for November. Set your goals now so that you have something to reach for, and it will make all the difference as you are going.
Break them down per week, so you're not waiting till the end of the month to reach them all.
I like that. Do weekly goals too. And I don't want your goals to be, I want to sell more. Like, that's not a goal. Goals are specific, measurable, and have a deadline. So it needs to be specifically what you're wanting to do. How many parties, or how much in sales, or how much money do you want to make, or what level do you want to step up to? And it needs to be measurable. Well, that is measurable. That's specific and measurable, and have a deadline. So set deadlines. Why not try to step up to manager or to the next level by the 2nd or 3rd week? You can totally do that. And then you can take off the rest of the month if you want to and enjoy Thanksgiving. Or you can keep working and like double or triple what you thought your goals would be. All right. Have a great weekend and have a great November. I'm excited to see what you guys do, and I'll talk to you later.